How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Kita sekarang akan main game Biomutant. Kita cetak dulu. Oke. Kita main medium aja. Karena belum tahu gameplaynya kayak gimana.
Encode your DNA.
Oh, kita bisa choose breed. Saat biomutan aslinya gimana sih? Penasaran. Lupa gue bentuk aslinya. Oh, kayak gitu. Yang mana ya? Ini ya. Kenapa matanya jadi orang penyakitan begitu? Udah, kita main bisa aja. Find your character starting attribute to see more detailed explanation of what effect each attribute has.
Define your genetic structure.
Oke, sini kita belum tahu sih apa yang bagus apa yang jelek. Kita cek vitality 28, strength 28, intellect 28, agility 28, charisma 28, luck 10. Oh, kalau intellectnya yang ini, badan kecil. Agility, kita manusia agility. Kalau kita manusia agility, karisma kita anjlok. Kita coba randomize. Jangan dong, jangan di ujung-ujung dong. Random tidak membantu. Gue mau sedikit lebih cepat, jadi karisma gue kurangin dikit. Nice. Select gue berkurang dikit. Dan gue nambah nggak sih tuh? Agility gue bentar kekurangin. Oke, kita jadi lebih cepat. Karisma kita jadi 25, intellect kita 25, strength kita 25, vitality 25, kita agility yang kenceng nih 40. Kita kenceng. Kayaknya move speed doang nih agility. Masih kalau kita kenceng larinya. Nah, kita kurangin deh, jangan 40. Jadi 32. Kurang 1 doang semua kan? Nice. Larinya lebih kenceng dari biasa.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Dah nggak ngerti.
Choose your first style.
First style. Aku pengen default aja sih.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Aman aja.
Choose your first style.
Ini gimana sih? Kayak gini ya. Kenapa mukanya lebih jahat? Matanya lebih jahat sih.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose
Di
your
ininya
first style.
lebih keren matanya. Ini matanya kayak ada jahat banget gua.
Pick your main color.
Enak aja lah.
Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Psy-freak. Deadeye.
Perfect reload, fury, rank weapon attack inflict.
Psy-freak.
To the spark ball. Press down the input you have bound.
Saboteur.
Melee dual wield skill equipped to different one-handed melee weapon to dual wield them that your range weapon are real instantly and your next magazine is granted 40% damage.
Command Sentinel.
Your base armor is increased by 10. Saboteur.
Saboteur. Commando.
Ini keren sih, kita bisa dua ini, cuman nggak sekarang gue prefer.
Commando. Deadeye. Cypher. Commando.
Aduh, kita ragu. Best class Biomutant. Best ragu. Komando.
Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye.
Gue prefer ini sih Deadeye ya. Kita dapat satu pistol sama satu pedang.
Deadeye chosen.
Ini nggak bisa ganti mata apa ya, gila matanya ini serem banget. Alah.
That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story.
Guys.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Please stop living, serem amat.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Apa ya, kita pilih freedom and loyalty. Color me like blue. Sebenarnya lebih keren dark red in strength and power, cuman gue butuh freedom and loyalty, kebebasan dan kesetiaan. Gue cowok setia.
I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll...
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature? And here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Ha! Natural.
Aduh, kepencet. Dipentung. Nice, kepencet natural selection apa? Wow, kita aura somewhat light.
Right is always right.
Right is always right. Ya, kanan selalu kanan.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Oh, mantap.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Alt. Oh. Susah banget kontrolnya, kenapa nggak kontrol dah? Monkey wheel. Kita kebentung. Nah, ini harus gue ganti si kontrolnya. Alt kontrol. Alt susah banget megang alt, coy. Ini gue ganti kontrol dah. Lebih gampang. Tarik yo. Ini enak. Oh, dot gemele. Oh. Rabbit Fury.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Aduh. Kitnya. Makin aja jarak jauh orang dia nggak gitu-gitu doang. Gitu-gitu doang kemampuan Anda. Lempar-lempar doang tembakin aja lah. Ngapain saya maju? Saya malas melihat Anda. Nggak bisa headshot ya? Terdesak saya. Jadi apa yang terjadi tadi? Gue melompat mundur, tiba-tiba masuk lubang. Dua. Sepertinya ini bakal jadi game yang susah. Kita harus latihan kontrol. Biomutant, nice. Apakah game ini akan berasa Daxil, Shakiro dan teman-teman? Nio. Guys, loading. Atau udah tadi musuhnya lucu juga sih, cuman muter muter tembakin aja ya, nggak mati kayaknya ditembakin nggak sakit, tapi pelurunya kayaknya infinity sih. Lagi males berantem tinggal tembak sampai bunuh.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Toward and target them with melee attack, okay. Arm the camera toward enemy to target them with an attack. Reloading to the ammo indicator set, you can perform a quick reload. Accessible correlable shorten the reload time and increase the reload by pressing R. The key energy is used for dodging, use mutation and perform special attack when you are out of key energy. Then you could put anak Valorant saya, woi. Hei, kita bermain aman saja. Anak Valorant tantang main ginian. Oke, kita berangkat. Interact. Sorry. Aduh, serak. Interact. Electric model variety for 40 weapon add-on. Different weapon special effect add-on attached to your ring weapon to give an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemy have a resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Yep. Aduh, harus. Oke, satu. Mana? Tadinya satu. Summon the medical bag. Oke. Check hole. You can use bandage by holding. Oke.
Who needs a ladder?
Who needs a ladder? Hey, saya butuh. Anda kira saya tupai? Remember to pair animatic when the cinematic and use your lightning bolt flashing above their head. Press key.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Hey. Anak pala orang dilawan. Aduh. Guys. Kita hajar dulu anak buahnya.
One down.
Salah Pariki ya. Sini. Aduh, susah. Aduh, sakit. Bentar, ini kita harus belajar dulu nih. Aduh, susah banget tuh Pari. Aduh, gak bisa dipari apa ya? Lah. Kalian we can often be loot for healing item, find a high click plan enemy and then press E. Oke. Biar gue terluka karena musuh lemah ini. Kali saya. Sedih sekali.
You have a good eye for that stuff.
Yes, I have good eye, of course. Why you don't think I have a good eye? Oke, ya udah, nggak usah latihan-latihan. Gue prefer menghindar. Gue nggak bakat parry. Ini. Halo, sini. Udah aku berhasil menghindar. Udah. Itu doang kemampuan Anda. Hey. Command. Oke, take all. Ya, segitu doang kemampuan Anda. Hey. Bentar. Dia ada yang teriak paket, kirain paket buat saya, ternyata buat tetangga. Bentar, kesana emang gak ada apa-apa. Ini kalau diledakin emang dapat sesuatu. Lumpur hitam Lapindo. Iron wall. Oke. Uhuhu.
All fired up.
Apa sih kalian ganggu terus? Ini bang. Nah, gue perlu perkilnya dulu. Aduh, lupa menghindar gua. Apa sih bang, ganggu mulu bang. Ngambil barang item dulu bang. Sabar ya bang, ntar gua layani bang. Yuhuhuhu. Ayo mati lebang. Aduh. Aduh, tendang gua cuy. Aduh, udah kontrol padahal. Kungfu enforcement, oke. Level 2 kita. Cara merampok orang adalah kesukaanku. Looting. Harta harus cek dulu dong. Bangke. Kaget pak. Level up. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Which attribute you want to increase from the list? Available point of charisma, luck. Apa ya? Kalau kita naik ke charis barter, luck, physical chain, intellect, power, melee damage, vitality. Ntar aja lah. Aduh, harus paksa melee ya. Melee damage, intellect, power, kiri energy regen. Mantap juga. Agility, move speed. Sudah cukup kencang move speednya. Gue tambah intelektual biar gue.
Now you understand better.
Energy. Oh, mantap. Kontrol, klik kanan, kiri. Close combat coba. And slash. Klik kanan F. Oh, lebih ribet yang kering combat tapi lebih ganteng. Kontrol, klik kanan, klik kiri. Oke, bisa. Special attack shop. Mantap. Oke, siap. Coba kita coba. Kontrol, klik kanan, klik kiri. Oke kan, pressing the indicated input will trigger a special attack. Mantap.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Outward Clover. Aman. Main the door. Bisa kita jual nggak tuh? Klik kanan, klik kiri. Mantap. Oh, apa ini?
Pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oke. Congkel. Oh, aku harus bergerak. Ada jalan turunan. Bentar, keliling dulu guys. Ada item, lompat.
Whoa.
Kenapa lu bang?
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
I mean it too.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Saya ahli menembak. Saya pemain Valorant. Saya harus lupa. Saya lupa nge-reload pakai perfect reload. Hais, ini mana gini aman. Ayo apa lu? Mantep kan? Oh, and finding container at various places in the world. Bioblobs. Okay. Bioblub. Jadi hancurin nggak nih bioblub? Mana nih guys? Naik ke puncak gunung, tinggi sekali. Ya. Gila, ini serangan tembakannya sakit juga sih, jadi kayak mending gue tembak.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Oh, rotation puzzle. You found puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open your path, while others feature different reward. So sweet with nut is selected. Use the S. Selected the nut, please. Oh, okay. Oh gini. Rotation puzzle. Rotate edge of the nut so that color match each other. Salah.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Oke, itu cerita tentang Toxanol, perusahaan ternyata kalian itu julukan untuk manusia, tapi itu nama perusahaan kayak Shinra di FF7.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Going pew
It's coming from behind that door.
What is going pew
A
pew?
warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay. Gini kan? Ging pew pew.
Locked.
Bangke, gimana caranya?
Let's try that again.
Oh, salah.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Untung saya intelek. Cuma intelek, tapi intelek. Quickly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stun enemy has struck above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air, pressing you.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Hot metal. That paid off.
Jurus sakti saya. Berani nyalak rayaan lawan kakek-kakek kalian, dasar anak muda nggak tahu diri. Apa lu anak muda nggak tahu diri li? Masa kakek-kakek dikeroyok? Ayo anak muda.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. They didn't cause too much trouble.
Ntar dong, gue harus looting dulu dong. Apa isi game ini kalau tidak looting? Hey, Wild One, where are you going? Halo kek, mantap juga tempatmu kek.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the Worldeaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
By default, dialogue are set from next when the dialogue you can way back in the long ago. Kamu si bocil, pasti anda suka main FF. Bocil mah HP mau main.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Oh, ada potato. Hah?
You must find the glitter grass and ruffle it.
Oke, kita cari glitter grass untuk mengeluarkan Nono atau Mr. Potato. Kenapa kamu cari potato? Cari HP, wifi, kita main ML. Ih, bocil banget sumpah. Hei, bocil, gua bocil. Bocil harus berisik kan. Blablabla. Gak capek lu bocil. Nunduk. Mana glitter grass? Ini kan. Harus ngapain? Ruffle.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
You main cash Nono. Mantap.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
The inosculated pensai. Wis bocilnya sibuk, bocil sibuk. Dia bukan bocil nganggur. Dia bocil sibuk. Sibuk berangkang. Aduh. Gila kenceng banget, nggak osteoporosis. Lu punggung lu nggak sakit berangkang gini, euy. Tentu payah. Better akun sih.
Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Oke, kayaknya itu cerita masa lalu dia pas masih bocil.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that the Worldeaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the Worldeaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the Worldeaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy. but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Forgive proof? How can I defeat the Worldeater?
His friends have prepared something specific for each Worldeater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the Worldeaters.
Kita dapat net lagi. Balik ke masa betul, kita nabok-nabokin orang. Infotainment pakai rednet. Thank you, mainan bocil gua dikasih ke gua. Adalah.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Okay, time to go, guys. Anjir.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the Worldeaters.
By experiment 101. The adventure begin. Oh, the world looks so cool.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Can find the location of this all around the world. Oh, kita bisa fast travel. Kenapa N? Kenapa enggak M? Map kenapa N? Oh, M deh. Oke guys, lanjut. Dari sekeliling kali ada potatemen. Oh, potatemen dari rumput yang grizzling. Bom. Gede banget bang. Bisa kurang gede lagi.
Must be the Worldeater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The Worldeaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
It's
unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got... Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Hey, bro, are you alive, bro?
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the Worldeaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Inner balance. To others who always our tradition of the choice we make. Balance of your creature aura score will affect the dialogue with others.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Fail or lack inner balance. 3 point.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Atur nuwun.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
You can PC point. Use it to unlock power in the mutation menu. Shampoo unlocked by the aura score meaning that your point can only unlock power of the column as your current aura or those with that color.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the Worldeaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the Worldeaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the Worldeaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the Worldeaters.
Your current unstarted quests are shown in the journal. You can change which quest you track by opening Alt tab and selecting another quest. Okay. Here you can find information on your quest and as preview and dialog. Open the journal anytime, press A of life. But the rival trap, another will talk to Jagni or Myriad Shifu.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
What it will be, Aura, somewhat like new main quest and aliens. La 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 la. Take an aliens, right? Ini bukannya kita disuruh bantu ya? Them inventory here. In addition, you can change equipment and weapon. Critical icon represent a part of the body that can gear up with equipment, phone or book from vendor. Your favorite can be saved in the outfit. Dispen, lipat. Jangan bugil dong. Keren. Go to mutation tab to unlock high power. Bayangin and to upgrade your resist. Bayangin high power. When it is blaze, press down the input you have won. The ability to blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail fire behind you. Dark aura needed. Telekinesis. Apa nih? Aura needed. Kita punya 6 like. Kayaknya kerenan Blaze. Keren. Apa? Oh, oke, next. Kita bisa pakai special power. Terbakar api cemburu. Oh, ada mayat cuy. Bro, are you okay bro? Saya kremasi dah.
You've already drained yourself.
Semoga kau mati dengan tenang. Gak hilang, gak terbakar. Cuma dong. Anjir, banyak banget yang mati coy. Gila, jahat banget deh, worth it. Banyak banget health pack. Ntar kita keliling dulu cuy. Mencari potato. Hei, kamu bisa manjat nggak? Ups. Bisa kira kau manjat. Oke, jadi kita ada pilihan nih, mau join Meriat Tribe or Jackney Tribe. Suku Meriat itu orangnya baik, bukan baik ya, mereka loyal, megang teguh Code of Honor, dan mereka berniat melawan Worldeater. Sedangkan Jackney Tribe berpikir orang lemah harus dibunuh saja, dihapuskan dari dunia ini, dan mereka mendukung Worldeater. Guys, kayaknya petualangan akan semakin seru. Kita sekian dulu. Thank you for watching. Ntar kita hajar dulu deh, baru kita kelar. Gila, gue dibadok. Yo. Yo. Terbakar api cemburu. Halo bro, halo shish. Halo bro, kita ngobrol gak sih lu bro? Gue tampol lu bro. Oh, kita lawan semua. Dia mah orangnya sedekah ya kan. Ngapain gue cuma lawan salah satu ya enggak? Ayo, anak Valorant dilawan. Ayo, apa lu maju lu. Gak kena apa lu. Lu gak jago, lu gak tipis nembak lu. Saya tidak mengenal ampun ya. Saya bunuh semua. Saya gelap. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Kita lanjut nanti petualangan dari orang ini, lupa namanya gua. Bye bye.